live. Hooray. Alright, we're gonna see how this works. We're in a new location just for tonight. Maybe next time. It's been a situation. So those that have been following on Instagram and have been getting some of my updates, AC has not been working. But anyway, we're going to play for just a little bit tonight and kind of do a makeup game. We've missed 2 weeks, so we're gonna just try to get going.
Oh, I remember where we left off now.
Yeah, don't you dare read it.
No, I didn't read it.
I'm just kidding. All right. So.
Be nice.
Yeah, volume's good.
Volume's good. All right. So, last we left off, we were in a precarious situation. We just finished the ritual, and you had this inkling to go check out this man who seemed too young to be, and too able-bodied.
Was let go.
Right.
Which doesn't happen.
Outside of their little, outside of this little hut area where they said he lived, and you rolled a very good stealth. You snuck up to the windows and you looked through the.
Did you bring your dice?
You looked up to the. You looked up to the slats and you saw through. There was a young T in the same clothing, but also he had a hood on, and he was sitting there with his swords, and that is where we left off. Okay, and so only you have seen this at this point.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So he had just finished like some kind of prayer, right?
Yeah, it looked like he was doing some kind of prayer. He was kind of like swaying a little bit, holding his swords.
Okay, so he's gonna do something. And the window, there's no glass pane.
No glass panes, but it's just wooden little slats, things that have been put together.
So just the slats, like, so there's not like an. How big is the whole openings, do you think?
Oh, they're about that wide.
Oh, dang. Okay. All right. So I quietly go back over to Weirin and Odeon, and I tell them quickly what I saw.
Okay, so roll stealth.
Oh. Because we have to share dice, because I don't know what happened to ours.
Oh, no.
6. No, sorry. 9.
To add all your
9. All right.
She wakes up now.
Okay.
She's like,
Oh, did you see those?
well, I saw the last.
Those were all
two,
low.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, so what happened to
Yeah.
do it?
So you snap a twig, but just inside you hear someone getting up and sheathing a sword. So it just covered the sound.
Okay.
And you feel that trepidation of walking, but just the sound of steel on leather snapping was enough to cover you.
Oh, good.
All right, so
okay, just so that I understand what's happening here. So
Yeah.
she saw something. She's the only one who knows what
you
she
see
saw.
her
Yeah,
looking.
but I just told you, right? Because I made it over there.
Yeah, you made it over there.
But okay, so you just told us that you saw a Yanti.
Yeah.
And he's inside this closed room door
Yeah.
thing.
I should have checked to see if there's
And we're suspecting that this is like an evil person. Like that's our hunch, or
Yeah. That's how it was last time. That it felt like it was last time. Wait, so
it's been a couple of weeks, so I'm
No. Yeah, so you'd done the ritual. You went across town. You were looking in. She saw the Yanti. She just came back to tell you that this man that was at the tavern earlier, that was asking what was going on, that seemed odd. Actually, in fact, is a plant in the city to spy.
At least it seemed like.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, he's
Okay.
here.
And do we suspect who he's from? Have we had suspicions on that at all, or
Not until this moment. I mean, you haven't really suspected anything.
So
going
he's
on in
some
the
kind of
city.
spy, but we have no idea who from. Or
Right.
at least, that's what we're thinking.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're guessing the Yanti, right? Because he's a Yanti.
Well,
I don't know the organization.
So you're whisper conversationalizing, and you hear some very hushed voices inside.
Oh, so there's more. Okay. How far are we from the window? I didn't go that far, did I?
No, probably about
Alright.
10, 15
So
feet.
do I have to roll stealth again to go look?
Are we on the outside of like a house?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a house.
All right.
It's kind of separated a little bit
I'm
from.
having a
Let
hard
me
time
roll.
visualizing what
There's
we're doing.
a small stream that's heading down.
Uh-huh.
There's a little hill that heads downwards,
Uh-huh.
grassy, lots of leaves and things like that. It's
And
just
we're
overgrown
by
with
the old
vines.
palace.
You're by the old palace, and
Remember
there
that.
is a. I mean, it's just been destroyed. It looks like when they came, the first time they just demolished it and demanded no one live inside.
What city were we in again?
We're in a city called Adelsroda. It's a strange name.
And we
It's-
traveled here from the weird tree place that we were.
You're still in that same place.
Oh,
The tree, you can see it in the distance.
Okay.
Quite
Yeah,
large.
this is what we were doing before we left.
Before we left. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I just
Still
felt
are
like we
in the
needed
city.
to
I just
check.
yeah.
That's all right. No, it's good.
I have
No,
to
it's
build up
alright.
around what we're doing. Sorry.
Hey everybody watching, nice to have you back. So I see that I'm sorry. You see that there's a little light going on in the inside, like moving around, like someone has a candle. So they're talking and they're moving around in there. You can't make out how many there are, but you can tell that there's definitely more than one. Because one talking to himself is one sound, but two at the same time.
And this is me looking through the window?
When you look through the window, you only saw one.
Yeah. Okay, because I went back to look in the window again.
Oh, you went back to look at it
Yeah.
again? You are going to have to roll stealth for that since
Okay,
you are
that's what
moving
I was.
back
That's
towards
what I was asking.
Yeah, you're good. Ooh, 19.
Okay.
I accidentally bumped it to a 3, but it was a 19.
I saw that too. It was 19 plus 6.
Yeah, you're
Somebody's gonna
just
call you on
fine.
it.
That was a 3. Well, they can't see it. We just lie about our numbers the whole time. It's all a ruse. Everything's a lie.
It's all staged.
Trust no one.
We know how every one's gonna end.
All right, so, all right, you get back to the window very, very well. You remembered exactly where you stepped the first time, and you look inside. Sure enough, there's more than one. There's in fact 3. You haven't seen one of them before. One of them is a woman that had spoken to you at the very beginning. She just passed by. She was at the tree. You don't. It was never mentioned in the campaign. Just someone just passing by, just saying my condolences, sort of thing. But you remember her because she looked very like well kept, just like she could take care of herself. But at this point, you only see 3.
What does the third one look like?
The third one is very, very large man, like very muscular.
Of course, one.
Yes. Well, he is, and he's very. I mean, like his shirt himself, like you can see like the scales on him. You can see his back. You can't really see his front, but he's kind of hunched over,
And I'm assuming it's a man.
based on his size and build. Yes.
Okay. All right. And what are they doing in the room?
They're talking, and looks like they're like gearing up. Some of them are putting vials in pouches, and they look like they're getting ready to go out for the night.
I'm going to. Okay, what else is in the room? I just want to see what's in the room.
Okay, so
That I can
what
see.
you can see, you see there's a desk, there's at least one bed, but from this angle there's a wall, and you can't really see around it, but just in that front room. It's very meager, nothing.
And where's the door, like the front door in relation
the front
to...
door is about,
And can I see the front door?
not from where you are, but
Okay.
where they are, they can see the front door.
Okay.
You're basically to the side of the house.
Okay. And alright. So I gesture to them. It's like just like I
Like
don't
hand
know.
signals.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
And I say there's 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Odeon sees this and then kind of waves you back towards. With the highest roll that you just did, there's
I don't
really
need to do it
you
again.
don't need to do it
That's
again.
fantastic.
Just
Hey,
you
don't
know the
get mad.
footsteps.
Don't get mad. You're okay.
Hi,
You're
babe.
okay.
All right, so then you get back to the group.
Okay. And yes, Odeon.
So I am
He just tried to get you back because he
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to.
right. So I'm actually sorry. I'm looking up my spells.
No, you're fine. Please do.
We need
Prepare.
we need to figure out a way to just like bomb the crap out of these guys.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay,
Yeah.
so fast. So
Shock and
I go
awe.
over to the front. door-ish, because it.
Burst in, throw a grenade. You know.
And I'm going to.
Actually, we do have
Well,
those.
that's true.
We do. We have
We
grenades.
do. We don't have.
Oh
those
yeah.
Dude, that's a good point.
I was thinking we could do that bursting arrow.
Audience says that is a good
Energy.
idea. Perhaps
Just
toss one in and
after.
shoot it.
I also could cast the burning hands spell.
Modern
But you did bring up a good point though.
Grenades.
Are we sure that they are?
They're Yanti.
That's what I
They're
was saying.
they're the scum of the earth.
Yeah,
They
but
have
we
to
have
die.
Odeon.
Well,
Well, you made it, so it had to happen.
Yeah.
So okay, all right.
audience
So
says they're no
what are we gonna
kinsmen of
do?
mine.
So
I haven't seen them, but
should we open the door and throw one in?
it's,
Yeah?
it's always worth it.
Let's pull one out and do it.
Okay.
You
So
guys-
you get ready and you have them, don't you? Or Odeon
They were in the
does.
bag of holding, right?
So
Odeon
Odeon
has them.
takes them out.
He takes them out. He said I had very little time to look at them, but a similar one that he threw at us, I got a good look at it. We could try throwing that in and see what happens.
Okay, Odeon, you throw
I mean,
it
the
in,
worst
and
that
I'm going
happens
to
is it
stand
does nothing.
back
Right.
with my
But-
with my bursting arrow. Doesn't
Gosh, I
work.
love
I
these
can
new
shoot it
monsters.
in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Who's opening the door and who's throwing it in? And we're doing this really quietly.
Right.
Yeah, I assume. Look at these terrible things. I just love this book.
So,
This book is great. I just have so much to throw at them now.
I am going to discreetly check the lock to see if the door is open.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Roll
Probably
stealth.
pound on the door.
Well, either way, he's gonna let him know if he messes up.
Stealth. That would be a 12.
12. Okay.
Mhm.
Might I borrow this? Ooh.
What happened to our dice? We got
Okay.
Mm.
All right. From now on, I'm not going to show you the rolls, so I can kind of role play this a little bit better. I don't lie about rolls. I don't switch those. I have a marker. All right. All right. So, as soon as you start stepping forward, you turn the door handle, and it just gives this. Like you tried to stifle it, but it was very obvious, and they stopped speaking within.
Who had the grenade?
Odeon.
Odeon
I
tosses
like
it.
pointing to.
Odeon tosses it to you. Dexterity check.
Yeah. Well, good thing I'm proficient with dexterity. That would be.
You're not sarcastic about that, right?
What's that? No, no.
Okay.
He's a
I'm
ranger.
a ranger.
Okay, just
so,
making sure.
that would be a 13.
13 is enough. You catch it in your hand, barely fumbling it. It seems lit.
Okay. Like he's already done
Like
something to it.
he heard you make the sound, and he's like,
yeah.
he's like weird. He tosses it
I'm
to
gonna
you.
yeah,
Better open the door.
yeah. I'm gonna throw it in.
And I have my
And
arrow.
run.
I have
Okay,
my
you
arrow
attempt
ready.
to budge into the door. It doesn't open.
Oh no.
Okay. Using my ring of telekinesis, I'm gonna throw it through the window.
Okay, I need you to make a perception check on it. This is
Okay.
basically if you can guide it.
19 plus whatever.
Yes.
So
Crashing through the
23.
panels, this orb comes flying in, and here we go.
I mean, if I could lift, what is it, 1,000 pounds?
Oh, please. Is that what it's called?
Are we
Yeah.
wearing them?
Yeah.
We haven't been rolling our
Yeah, we haven't been
advantage.
doing advantage.
Well, either way,
Oh,
this has
we've
just
been fine.
happened.
Whatever.
I
Yeah,
was
we've
just-
been fine. Yeah.
I just-
12.
Wow.
They took 10 and 10.
Nice.
Okay, so what
All
happens?
3 of them?
All 3 of them.
Nice.
We're good now.
Does it?
Yeah, it should pop back up. Sorry about that. Seemed to have lost you for a second. Oh, Nina's so upset.
It's like voice. I'm so nervous.
It's good.
It's going.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was moving, but I wasn't. That was so weird.
That was weird. All right. Sorry about that. We lost you for a second. In case it missed it, I'm not sure. I'll go back and check it. He launched with a telekinesis ring that he stole from Ammonius, a powerful ET, and tossed a concussion bomb from Orphan. It's a new enemy in Mordecai's Tome of Foes, and it went flying through the window, dealing 20 damage and 10 to 1 of them.
Ah.
Yeah, we kind of melt a little bit when it's very interesting. Okay, just sticks out her tongue. All right, the
Actually,
explosion,
no.
it sends 2 of them flying. The other one dives behind a wall. all of them drawing weapons, but one of them grabbing his ears as the explosion was too intense. And I guess roll for initiative in this sense because I want to see which one of you goes first. So Odeon rolled a 12.
Could have to check.
You rolled a 12 as well.
Plus 8.
Plus 8.
Oh,
Yeah, because
jeez.
she has an alert feat.
Right. I also got 20.
Oh, okay, well then we'll just go in that order then. Alright. No, you don't get to see it. Okay. Atlana's dead. Keep Viren. Let's get going. What are you doing first? The bomb just went off and you are moving.
So is it on
But-
fire?
Explosion.
It was
So-
more of a full.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kick down the door. Do I have to do a strength check?
Yes, you do.
Can you tell me what I'm gonna do first before I start rolling? Or
Yeah.
what do you want me
In
to
this
do?
case, it counts as one of your actions to kick in the door. So
That's fine.
that's
'cause
fine.
I
I'm
have
just
two.
letting you know. Your first action is to kick in the door. So strength check first.
Oh.
I'm gonna say with advantage since you just blew up half the.
Right.
It's not gonna be like
15. What do I add?
plenty. That's plenty.
Whoa, okay, but what do I
15.
add?
You would add
You
your
would add
strength
your strength
modifier.
right here?
Yeah.
Like that?
That's right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so 18. Okay, so I kick down the door, and then I will shoot whatever one is closest to me. A magic arrow, just like my normal
Just
arrow.
normal arrow,
But
okay.
I say, swift death to you who have wronged me, because then I will do my
Nice.
advantage, because I remember this time.
Good. Okay. Placed him.
17.
That is a hit.
Whatever. And then what do I do next?
Next, you just roll your damage. So your, it's a right here. 3d.
Additional.
Yes, so
So what's my
3d6.
first one?
1d8.
1d8?
Yep.
What's a d8? That one's not. That one?
Yeah. Sorry, we look like marshmallow.
3 total.
The sound goes through. Just
14. 19.
19. Nice. All right, so you just burst in the door, arrow in hand, fire through your bow, and just as soon as you say those words, the arrow charges up in a way, just sends right into it. It just like it's like the force of it knocked it backwards. It dropped one of its blades, and it's just stuck in its chest, and it's like heaving because of the impact.
Oh.
It was one of the ones that was already took a 20. Right.
Yeah.
We're in?
Okay, I am going to approach her side, and I want to, because there's two of them that are, one jump for cover.
One you cannot see at the moment. There's two in the room.
Yeah, so I
on
probably
either
don't
side.
even know about him,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's
right?
about a 15-foot wide room.
So perfect. I'm gonna step next to her, and I'm throwing out a 15-foot cone
Nice.
of burning fire.
This is the first time you've used magic.
No.
No?
I'm a ranger.
Oh.
I've been using magic the whole time.
Oh, I mean like.
sorcerer.
Is this
that's
warlock?
part of that's one of his warlock abilities.
Okay,
right?
so this is the first warlock ability you've used. That's what I mean.
I believe so.
I
Okay.
don't know what dice you
I
use
can't
up
remember.
here.
All right, we'll
Um,
figure it out.
So, yes.
It's just a new sensation of casting.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's different. You used to get it from the heavens, and now you're getting it from a fiend. From.
And okay, I rolled a natural one.
Oh no.
no.
The coursing energy ignites your hands. Roll a d4.
Oh no.
4.
Okay, so you take it. I always do d4 and half it. So it singes your arms, causing
I
minor
haven't
burns.
learned the actions.
Yeah, you try to do a cone, but you just kind of like mess it
No.
up just a little bit. It kind of causes your
Yeah.
your wrists, like your
Yeah.
armor, to catch fire. But you put it out promptly, but it does cause you some slight damage. All right.
Bummer.
Odeon has already hexed his blade and comes charging in. And you've never seen him just charge in. He's always like a back guy. But he goes in with a natural 20 to the one that she just hit with an arrow. And he's going to strike. Oh, okay. He finishes him. So he runs in and just slices him across the chest the first time and then just brings it around and slices off his head. It just topples. The snake head topples to the ground. All right, so one is down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. All right. One is down. The other one's just surprised and draws its sword.
Which one did Odeon get? The one that I
The one
hit?
that you got. He natural 20'd that.
Oh, good. Good job,
And he-
finally.
Yeah. Odeon was
I know, he's
in
had
rare
some,
form.
He's had some bad rolls.
He has. This time he was not hesitating at all. All right. The one comes around the corner, sees what's going on, and misses its first attack. Is coming at you with a 17. Does that hit?
My armor class is 17, so yes.
Okay. So, no, it goes to player. I always go if it equals it, it doesn't. So he comes up, swings at you. You only have your bow out. It's made of like a metal. So as soon as he swings it, you kind of deflect it with it and push him backwards. And the one that was concussed, he rights himself, sees what happened to his friend, comes at you with a 18 to hit.
Okay.
I imagine that does.
How do
Yeah.
reactions work?
Reactions is you have to prepare for it.
Okay, that's right.
If you hold like your reaction to say, I will wait until someone does a move and then I will whatever happens.
Okay, all
you
right, just-
pause what happens and
Or if
you,
you're
Just-
like a
just
cavalier
double-
and you
just
have crazy
double check.
reaction abilities.
anyone moves around you dies.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
double checking. Thank you.
the other one, you see as he's running towards you, slides his blade across his hand, and you see there's like some pouch, and he slits it, and he comes and swings at you. He hits
no.
you, and okay, not bad. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you take 13 damage, and some of it seems to course through you.
Maybe it's my computer that's having the hard time.
It's all right. I just wanted to check if we're still live. All right.
Maybe not.
It'll catch up. All right. So sorry. He just got sliced across his chest with a poisoned blade and took
13 plus
13 damage.
and I imagine I failed.
You took the full damage of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And you feel like this. You don't quite feel. And poison's not like instantaneous, but you feel like there's something more of a sting to that one. All right. And on its, it's up here. We're going to try to keep it up here.
Yeah.
All right. And the second attack goes wide as you block it with your sword.
Okay.
Okay. It is now top of the round.
And there's 2 left?
There are 2 left in the building.
Okay, so the one that came and attacked me, I'm going to shoot with...
Which one hit you? The one that was from behind, or
The one that was blown
The one that was in
away.
the open?
Yeah.
okay?
I'm going to shoot with...
I guess I shouldn't even be thinking about the other one.
Sorry, I was thinking about it, but now I'm not
No,
sure.
no, you're good. Mind
Um,
you, he's within 5 feet of you. So you would roll disadvantage on your shot because he's attacking you with his sword right now. I'm just letting
But
you
I
know.
rolled disadvantage with any other weapon. Oh no, he's dead now, so I'm fine.
No, you
Because that
killed
one guy
him.
is dead.
Oh,
Okay.
he's super dead.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I can pull my sword out? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I pull my sword out and I'm just gonna...
He's the guy with the sandy blonde hair that dove behind, like,
Oh, the guy that...
that you're fighting right now.
The one that I noticed was the weird...
Mhm.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to
The particularly large
try to get him.
humanoid.
No, the large one was blasted. He's
Oh,
fighting
okay,
you right
okay,
now.
okay.
21.
21? Okay, that's a hit.
Nice.
D10, what is that one?
That's this. Oh no, that's a
Yeah,
percentage.
you had
had
this
it.
one?
in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was like, wait, that's that's not.
That's nice.
Yeah, sorry.
7.
All right.
Oh.
With your bow, you kind of smack his blade aside, bringing out your other one, and you strike him. It hits him in the shoulder pad. It's like a hide armor, and it cuts right through, and you just see this like
Shoulder pads.
blackish red
Just
blood.
trying to bring them back.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pauldron, but.
Just teasing.
All right, so he takes 7 damage. All right.
Okay, I am. I guess I am reacting to this guy.
He's a big one.
Huh?
He's a big one.
Yes. So. Oh, that's right. Okay. So. I am. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my. I don't have it written on here, but my demon sword thing.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
You
remember
haven't
that.
used it, but
Yeah,
yes.
my long
You're not
sword.
sure what it does yet because you haven't been
I
able
think
to...
you said it did 1d10.
Yeah, I think I did.
I think, yeah.
It's a long sword,
It's
so
not, I
it
didn't,
would be
I
a
didn't get a chance
1d10.
to write it down. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna pull that out and swing it at this dude.
All right.
2 times.
2 times.
Yes. That's a 19 and a 20.
19 and 20, those are both solid hits.
And
Yay.
Upon looking at him as you're fighting him, you notice he's wearing chainmail. So...
oh. Do I add anything?
Damage-wise, I'll let
Yeah.
you know once you hit. So, what is
So
your...
one was 3, one was 9.
Okay, and now you add a d6 frost.
Nice. I guess 2 times, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 frost damage and 12.
And did he
Normal
hit the same
damage.
guy I hit or the different guy?
Different guy. He's fighting the big guy in the back.
And I guess
Oh, the
since
big
he's wearing
guy.
chain, he probably wouldn't take slashing. Or
He takes slashing, but you just are hitting parts of him.
I
That,
don't even know what mine would be. Anyway,
Yeah,
probably
no,
just
you can
whatever.
cut through. So, yeah, so 14 plus 6, is that what you said?
I think I got 4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Right. Okay, so...
Could be wrong.
No, you're good. All right, so you slice him. I mean, you just come flying at him. I mean, he's already attacking you, so you just go all out on him. You remember your training, and you're feeling this anger that you've never felt this much. Because even though you are a fallen Aasimar, you've been able to get quite a bit more rage from this demon. You just feel it coursing through you after you burned. You channeled the energy, you just need to release it. So you just start swiping at him.
I want an aura of like burning
Oh yeah,
flames.
yeah, it's happening. And you just start wailing on this big guy, and he's taking these hits quite well, but it's putting him back. Like he's defending. He's on total defensive right now.
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
just busting through. Yeah, you hit him, and it like pushes his sword back, and it still goes into him. You just
I didn't add.
no. You're still in your
my dueling damage, so that's an additional 4, and then
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
He's pissed, so he's not going to apply his planar energy. He's not attuned into that.
You're not
I guess,
really
at the
focused
moment.
on what you gained from
Yeah.
Azrael at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. The fiend, however, is giving you so much energy. All right. Odion's turn. He.
That's a good idea. It should be one or the other. Either he's tuning into Azrael or.
That's how I feel.
That's a good idea.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna do that.
he comes up behind your guy. He sees her taking care of this other guy pretty well. But he sees that you've been dealt this damage, and you could tell he's like focusing on you. So he runs up from behind with a flanking attack. He would roll advantage, but he's already hit. So I'm just gonna go with, well, it might be a 20. It's not. It's a 4. All right, where's that D10? Pesky D10. All right, 6 and then 19. All right, so that is a crit with the Hexblade, a 19 when he's marked his target. So this damage is doubled, so 8. So 6
That's
plus
cool.
2
That's
is
cool.
8, and then 8 doubled is 16. So he's already dead. Like,
Nice.
yeah, he's with the damage he's already been caused. Ooh, I didn't need to delete that one. All right, so he comes up behind and just you don't see him come up behind, but he just like a shadow just sticks his sword right through, and you just see the blade come out, and you're just like, okay.
Blood spray.
Yeah, it kind of sprays over you, but you don't even feel it, the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
And then it is this other Yanti's turn. He sees what's going on. I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw as you grab something from his pouch. Oh, not Constitution. Wisdom.
Wisdom 17.
So it's based off your perception. Okay, see what that is.
15
15.
It's not
Plus
based
what?
on wisdom.
plus what?
It's based off wisdom, but wisdom is your stat for
so,
Right here?
perception.
So I guess
So it's your
18.
Where? What do I add?
perception. We're going off that.
Perception. So 20.
Okay. You see him try to grab something, and he throws it on the ground. Just this spray. It goes up. It's just not enough. That he's trying to run for it. You get a reaction to this, but he's making a break. Dexterity for the window and rolls a 2. He's not getting past you, so you take your just a reaction just to do a normal hit.
How far is he from me?
He's within 5 feet, and if he
Okay.
tries to disengage, which is he's doing, and you already saw that he's disengaging, you get 2 hit. 1 time.
Okay, so I'm gonna stab him with my sword.
Okay. Hello, Mark.
Oh, but I'm not gonna stab him in
what?
the back. I'm gonna try to get his like leg. 'Cause I
Oh,
want
okay. You're
stop
trying to
him.
hamstring him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's enough to hit the 13 plus your
6.
6.
So
He's-
19.
I love
I
your
hope
character.
that's a hit.
Yeah, you slice his. I want you to roll your damage. What is it?
And I didn't even go twice with the other sword.
I know.
I keep forgetting, guys.
It's okay, but this time
is
it's
hard.
this was a one time. Yeah.
What is it? D10? Is that a D10?
Yeesh.
5 plus 3, so 8.
8. Okay. It doesn't quite. It does like stop him from running, but he's not like downed or anything. But it definitely slowed his speed.
So is he still in the room?
He's still in the room, but he's going for the window.
Um,
He's running, and she just swipes at his leg, and she hits the back of his leg. It cuts through the cloth that he's wearing, but it you can see it makes contact with the skin, causes quite a bit of damage. But he's kind of limping towards the window quickly. He's fleeing.
I'm gonna Zephyr Strike planar energy him, so 60
So
foot.
he broke initiative.
He did. So,
Right.
but he's just going next.
Okay.
Because
Right.
we get a reaction when they do
Yeah.
that, right? I guess I'm.
He's
I'm
not within 5
close
feet,
enough for
but,
that,
it is your turn technically.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
17. That's plus your
So-
modifiers. You guys are rolling great for this.
Right.
Way to waste these guys.
So, with my so 7, and where's the 6? Oh, there it is. 5. So that's
Why are you so awake? It's bedtime.
13. Let's see. Plus, let's see. Plus another, yeah. That's 18.
Okay. Are you with the intent to kill or stop? Just to be clear.
Well, we don't know what these guys are up to. But
No, you know,
If I'm-
you'd play you.
if I'm honestly role playing, I'm
Okay.
probably killing him.
Okay.
Um,
So how are you doing this? Because
I was trying to stop
that's
him.
enough.
well, I'm bringing this huge honking demon longsword down on him.
All right.
So
So the longsword's about that thick. Like longswords normally are about like that thick. Yours is about that.
oh,
I'm not thick.
I
I'm
was-
sorry.
I was
wide.
like, what?
You're like, it's this plank. It's essentially a
Why
rod.
am I using this as a weapon?
It's pretty
So
big.
It's a yeah.
It's a hefty thing when you bring it down.
yeah.
So you do this like
Weighty.
spinning attack as he's trying to run. You catch him in the chest.
And it's I'm
It just
hitting him
takes
with
it
the
in.
Zephyr planar.
Yeah.
So
It sends him backwards into
Yeah.
the room as he was trying to escape. You like spin around, knocking him back into
Yeah.
the room. You may not have known how much damage you're doing, but just the anger just smacked him, and he just flies back to the room. He's just dead. He just
Yeah.
dies. Like it was just so much force to the chest.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't see anyone else in the room. You just see 3 dead Yonti.
Is it not working anymore?
It wasn't. probably the whole time you were reading that.
Would you mind rereading it? Hello, Jolie, if you hear me. We're just having internet drops, but yeah, such is life.
Wunderbar.
All right.
No matter where we go, it's just something that just plagues us.
Yeah, it is. No matter where we go. It is,
Okay, so I'm gonna read that again.
So
This
if
is
you-
an
if you
important
didn't
letter.
catch it,
This is
we
a
just,
note.
We just killed them all, and she found a note.
I found a note. Okay,
a very important note
this
that they were to burn.
this
they were probably
is
about to.
of utmost importance. My servants of Serra, slithering, biding, learning. You have done well and will be rewarded to the esteemed ascension to become Malison. Your information is invaluable. Choose time we strike. Their rebellion will be punished. All will be enslaved. Even that large tribe of lizard folk that have given us nothing but trouble since we began the great sacrifices. You are to assassinate 2 targets and none others. We want as many slaves as we can to send to Saros in sacrifice. This Josiah you speak of in Kawaba of Sharpclaw of the lizard folk. Above all else, we cannot be known. If you're caught, you must
Immolate.
I keep forgetting. I've never even heard that word. Immolate yourself fire. Do not fail me. Saros, fill you with poison to strike. Strike Shadia.
And you hear the name Shadia, which you haven't heard in a very long time. She was the one in the temple that was like
Seductress.
kind of like trying to seduce you and walk you
okay.
around the temple, but also threatening you at the same time.
Yeah.
She was just extremely evil. She was actually filling you with poison, remember, as she like scratched you with this claw. So you him, and it's the first time you have in a long time.
So is this note implying that these people are?
They mentioned Josiah by name, so you definitely know that who they're talking about is this people.
They're
Yes, and
they're
they're-
lizard
they-
people.
Well, I don't know those are people.
No, not that they are lizard people, but it says and
Oh.
the tribe of lizard people that are nearby.
Right, so there's 2 people. So I
You know nothing about them because you've never.
I don't
experienced
think I
anything
told
with
you
them.
guys that the kids were planning a rebellion.
No, I don't think you ever mentioned
I
it.
don't think I ever did.
But it seems like they knew
Because
about
I
it.
thought that I
You're discussing this with them.
yes.
Okay.
I didn't say anything to you because I didn't think that they would actually do it, and I was kind of hoping to kind of end this before they even like started the rebellion.
Yeah.
So obviously that's not the case now because they're coming to stop it
Yeah.
themselves. So
To squash the rebellion.
as much as I
Filthy rebel scum.
he probably I don't know.
At least warn them out, Odeon says. And he says, if it is true, and this isn't another kind of Yonti ruse, maybe that we were meant to find, perhaps we should consider telling them who's on their way, but also this letter could be a couple days old already. They could come tomorrow. We're not sure how long they've had this letter. Because it just says 2 days' time.
That's true. They don't date it. It was very detailed other than that.
Unfortunate for us.
Well, they seem to be preparing when we surprise them.
That's true. So maybe
So
it was
it is
today.
2 days. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so maybe we did it.
We stopped the assassination for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be more.
Yeah, there's always more. There's always
Okay.
more assassins.
So we could, I mean, because we can't like stay here and like defend them all. So I think we should
Against an army.
warn them and maybe.
Oh, she says she's worried, Mom.
Well, when I looked at the one boy's the branding and then the magic, I could tell that it was magic and more like a tracking thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, that it kind of was like a tracking sort of thing.
but I wasn't sure what else.
Yeah, you weren't really sure, but you can kind of guess that there'd be a reason why they put something on it. You just knew that it had magic with it. She just wants to lean forward all of a sudden.
I put her head in my hand. Okay, so
It's like the lights.
did we search their bodies?
No,
Okay.
but he was.
for,
you stop
I
while you-
was well. I was getting a drink.
Oh, you
Oh,
were?
that's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is there, and there's nothing
Gotta-
else.
gotta
There's
keep-
nothing else on this guy's body.
Nothing
That's
else other than ornate dagger. Of course, it's actually made of jade. It's
Alright, I
got a
take it.
little curve to it.
I take it.
And you do notice that in his hand he was holding a bead,
A bead?
A bead.
Okay.
You've never seen anything of its make before. It's about this big. It's a little bit bigger than a pea.
Is he the one that seemed like he had like poison on his blade, or was that the other guy?
Yeah. Well, no, that was actually the other guy.
That was the other guy. Okay, so I pick up.
Speaking of which, I want to attend to my poison.
Okay. So you're gonna do the Asamar trait, or are you do something else?
I take the bead as well.
Okay. You can inspect that later. I will put that you took the bead, just so I remember.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably what I would try to do.
Okay.
Just healing hands.
Okay, so you feel it starts coursing through your chest, kind of tightening and making you feel like it's harder to breathe. You feel a little bit woozy, but as soon as you do this, the poison seems to abate and stop. The wound itself doesn't completely heal, but the poison has stopped.
Because we're
Smiling at you.
we're at level 9 right now.
You're at 8, she's at 9.
8, so that's how many points it would get me. Points.
Okay, so it's not a ton, but it's enough to stop the poison, which is the important
Cool.
part. All right. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I want to inspect the other bodies really quick.
Okay.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
You don't have to roll anything at the moment, just because
Okay.
they're just there. You don't need to like hurry,
Okay, alright.
unless you're looking for like hidden pouches or something. But like, so you reach into
Well, maybe we should then.
you reach into tear this place apart. as you search the other guys, same type of idea. They all have the same blade, and it has like a symbol on it, and you recognize it as Shadya's symbol. So these are her people that she put into this town.
In other words, she's the next target.
Well, she's on her way here. That's what she was saying. We are on our way.
We like an
Oh.
army. We need to find the
You don't know how
portal
big it
and
is.
hide behind it. And wait till she comes out.
Yeah, so we need to just find her.
Assassinate her and
And
run.
just
Yeah.
assassinate her, yeah.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Yeah.
Odion says in kind of a winking way.
Yeah, hi. Should we do it? Should we do it?
All right. So either way, it is about a little bit after midnight. It's probably like 1 in the morning. The city is still sleeping, but there are some nearby houses that have now lit their candles and are kind of like looking out because they just heard explosions and fighting. They assume another demon because, I mean, that's what happened before. Same thing, same type of explosion. But right now, there's a few people looking out, and you see one very concerned man who's kind of stepping out a little bit. They're about 80 feet away, so they're not like right next to you, but you can see them clearly. Sorry, she's not mad. She's just talking. So
So who's in charge of the city? Are they around?
Josiah.
it's not really. Yeah, he's more of like he's the oldest. He's been around the longest.
Is
But
he-
he's kind of crippled. That's why they didn't take him.
Is he this guy that we're seeing?
Yeah, it's the guy that you've met the whole time while you've been
Wait,
here.
he's the one that's coming out?
No.
That's
the
that's
thing.
what I was asking.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. You don't know this guy. I've never seen him before. Just looks like a random person.
What?
She's very adamant. All right, and so there's nothing really in the house that looks different. It looks like
And I
as
didn't
if
find
it's like
anything on
swept
these bodies
clean. It
except
looks very nice.
The daggers?
You didn't find anything on the bodies. No, did you search the house or are you searching the
I
bodies?
just searched the bodies so
Okay.
far.
Okay.
You're getting ahead.
I'm just making
What
sure.
about the one
we
guy
know.
in the poison thing?
Okay,
Does he still have poisons?
searching him, you see that his pouch is drained. You see it's like dripping off of
Okay.
his hand.
He doesn't have any other ones?
He doesn't have any other ones.
Okay.
He
Alright.
seems to have kept it and like wrapped around with like this leather and this like
Okay.
pouch that he slit.
I'm going to feed her so you.
Okay. No, you're fine.
I'll just be right here.
Okay, I'll just repeat what you say just in case it doesn't come up. All right. So there's a guy coming out. What are you guys doing else in this house?
Okay, so it's about 1 in the morning. And
Check the desk.
Check the desk.
Okay, investigate. Investigation.
I will roll.
Check for false bottoms.
This person's bottom is fake.
Nobody told me there was a doctor in here. What am I doing? Investigation?
Yeah.
15.
All right. So as you move the desk around, you're just kind of like looking in all the drawers. There's 3 drawers on one side and 1 in the top. As you're moving it around, you see that there's actually, it's not the desk itself that you find something. It's on the floor. There's dried blood, and it's slightly under a rug.
So yeah, lift the rug, see what's under there.
Okay, so you just kind of toss the desk up just a little bit. It's part of having a D&D and children. It's just the way it is. So as soon as she calms down, we'll fill her in on what's going on. But as you're searching the desk, you push it aside, pull up the carpet, and sure enough, there's a little hatch. She's mad.
Yeah.
She's tired. That's just what happens.
You not there too?
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Were we losing it?
Yeah, well, I thought we were. It
All
might
right.
have just been me.
Yeah, I like turn into a ghost. I like see myself here. All right.
Yeah, so I'm going to check this hatch.
Okay. So you pull up the hatch and it comes free, no problem. But as are you heading in, or are you just kind of looking in? Just so I can kind of.
Yeah, I just wanna look in.
That's cool. It's all good. Right. So it's all part of the game. It's to add ambiance. He's going down inside.
It's dark inside, yes.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, it's just dramatic now.
Yeah, it's just mood lighting.
Cinematic.
Oh no, the baby split the party. Yeah, it's most of the time she's good. It's just tonight. It's just what can go wrong does. It's just the way it is. It's all good though. I'll fill her in on everything that's going on. I'll show her what's gone. All right, so you start to head downwards, and I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. It's 10.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, nothing severe. A spring-locked blade comes slicing out, but catches a little bit on like an armor greave that you have.
Okay.
It cuts through quite a bit, but nothing severe. But you can tell that it's razor sharp. Anyone that wasn't wearing armor, it could have clearly like severed a leg or caused you some severe bleeding. But luckily, it wasn't too bad. Looks like they booby trapped it. But either way,
Okay,
it's been set off, and you're good in the moment.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'm going down.
Check for traps.
I mean, what do I see?
All right, it's like steps, like a ladder. It's like one of those thick ladders, and it's got the steps that are like flush against the wall. It kind of goes downwards a little bit,
so it's
sloped.
It's sloped. It's
Slightly.
not straight up and down.
It's not like completely straight up and down. It's sloped a bit. As you head down, you see that it's lit down there, like they had already, maybe they had recently come up. But you see, there's a shrine to Saros down there. It's got like a snake.
It's just one room.
It's one room.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they had built it specifically for this.
Okay. What were you saying? It had like a shrine.
Yeah, it had a shrine, and down there was a little bit of an looks like an altar, and there's fresh blood on it. At least within the last day or so. So it looks like they were performing sacrifices of their own.
Okay. I guess I want to check to see what else is in the room.
Okay.
Perception. I mean, is it just an altar with blood, or are there other things?
Right, you can go ahead and check.
Natural 20.
Nice. You are familiar with you've seen these sacrificial when you were helping with the temple. Snuck glances at things when they'd have you carry things from one priest to another. You kind of could see in places that there was like blood. This time you got closer and it just kind of clicked. There is definitely the way they do it isn't so that they just hurt the person. They actually kill the person in like a brutal manner to appease their god. And clearly, this idol isn't so much just an idol as it is like a conduit. It gives them power, like actual power. So to be near it, you actually feel like this emanating, like this dark energy from this god.
Okay. So, I guess I want to perceive if there's any sort of portal energies.
Okay.
Involved
So you
there.
use so you kind of just drop into this meditative stance, not necessarily to your knees, but just you feel this like energy around you, and you don't feel like it's that same portal that you came through. It's kind of like it seemed like a one-way portal when you came here, but it feels like it's the exact same. Now a giant tree is covering it. So
Okay.
remember, because it was in the place they placed Cry's body in the tower, and the tree formed around it. So the portal's been covered up. Yeah, and it's weak at that, because it's been kind of broken with the roots and everything.
Okay. I want to.
Oh gosh, she's super bad.
Yeah, she's going for it.
It's the tired.
Yeah.
Different phases of children. If you don't have any, be prepared. This happens.
There's no such thing, but
Yeah, that's true. Just it's awesome, but there are definitely hard moments. Poor Ashton.
So seeing this thing makes my blood boil, and I want to rip it down. The altar, the statue, everything.
Okay.
There, I want to rip it down, and I don't know if the telekinesis ring is sufficient.
Yes, it's enough.
But if it's not, I'll find another way.
You actually pick up the slab and just start slamming it into everything. Everything just starts knocking around, and everyone above is just hearing this calamity of sound, of just things wrecking. And as you smash the actual altar, you actually hear an audible hiss. It's almost like as if that god is telling you, "I know what you did." And that we're actually going to stop tonight because, I mean, half the party is going to be missing. The baby's very upset, but we're going to stop around this time anyway, so it's all good. We're going to try to play Saturday. We're kind of getting back into the scheme of things. The AC has destroyed everything that we've done. It's just been so hot. 90 degrees plus in our house. At night. Yeah. So we couldn't sleep or play. We were like, maybe come over, but we'd just be sweating profusely, and we don't need to see any more shiny head. I mean, it's just what happens. Us Hobsons, we just have shiny foreheads. Anyway, thank you again for your patience. I will be uploading some other videos, trying to get things going again. It's just everything's thrown off. I have music videos coming out. I have other things that I've been working. Music videos that have music in them. It's not me like wandering around just pondering while singing songs. But who knows?
Staring into your soul.
Staring into your soul. Anyway, thank you so much. And may your rolls always be natural ones, just not natural ones. We've all rolled amazing tonight.
For the most part.
Yeah, that was pretty darn good. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Woo!